In 2019, the Australian tourism industry was valued at $152 billion and employed 600,000 people. The Tourism 2020 strategy from government had been incredibly successful in driving economic growth, and the tourism economy was set to accelerate with an influx of international tourists and investment. The Australian Trade and Investment Commission recognised that data would form an increasing role in setting the strategy for the next 10 years, but the current data available to the industry was inadequate for measuring the impacts of a changing tourism landscape. In particular, the growth in regional and niche markets is hard to track using traditional forms of capturing tourism data, such as surveys or public record data. This means that policy and investment decisions are limited to only those geographies or sectors that have sufficient data available to them. An innovation challenge was issued in 2019 to solve the problems around utilising new forms of data to inform tourism strategy and policy. The solution needed to be accessible to the entire tourism industry, from government to small businesses, needed to be flexible enough to adapt to new forms of disruption as the tourism landscape changed over time. Wejugo successfully won the challenge through our applied use of geospatial information management, technology, and data analytics. We knew that geospatial information was critical to the development of the solution, as it provided common linkage between the potential data sets in the market and the tourism metrics required. It also enabled us to establish a methodology to allow the distribution of data at scale to the entire sector through a geospatial data permission framework. We also challenged the brief to consider other factors other than financial success. Our belief was that in order to develop a sustainable tourism strategy for the next 10 years, a holistic set of measures needed to be established, specifically to measure the impacts of tourism, not just to the economy, but to the community and to the environment as well. We believed that a holistic data strategy would help avoid the impacts of over-tourism and create a balanced approach to tourism investment. Our insight was that geospatial intelligence could be used to create tourism success measures that could in turn be used for data-driven sustainable tourism investment policies. The Hemisphere geospatial intelligence platform collects data from telecommunications providers, financial institutions, tourism aggregators, and other sources of tourism data. The data is transformed into a consistent set of tourism metrics, such as where people come from, where they go to, how long they stay, what they spend on, what they say about a region, and whether they would recommend it to others. Geospatial insights are distributed via a privacy-compliant cloud-based analytics platform, dashboards, API, and spatial datasets. We believe we have created a world first in making highly complex and regulated datasets available to the non-technical user via a simple cloud-based set of data visualizations and predictive insights. The platform will be used by state tourism agencies, government institutions, and travel and accommodation providers to monitor tourist behaviour and impacts in their states and territories. We hope that our efforts with Austrade in making this platform come to life will help all stakeholders in the tourism industry proliferate and grow by having access to data that was previously only available to those with significant financial or technical means. Since the initial challenge was issued, COVID-19 has had a significant impact on the tourism, travel and accommodation sectors. As an industry expert says, for policymakers and government advisors, the industry questions that will be vital in this future with patchy recovery and extremely subdued international demand are where to invest and which areas need support. We need data to support these questions. For the foreseeable future, international travel is on a standstill, and there has been a complete shift to domestic tourism and regional experiences. There has also been a resurgence in nature-based tourism activities that, unless properly managed, will create significant environmental impacts. We believe that having access to rapid insights and data-driven policies that cover economic, community, and environmental impacts will enable the industry to be more proactive and put more informed recovery and long-term sustainable strategies in place that in turn support the UN Sustainable Development Goals. I hope that you found this presentation insightful, and if you'd like to hear more about Wejugo and the Hemisphere platform, please feel free to email me at mike@wejugo.com. Thank you.